Gina Rinehart has failed in the latest round in her long-running court battle. The mining magnate has lost an appeal trying to stop three of her children pursuing her in open court instead of by confidential mediation. And that means many details of Australia's richest person wants to keep private will be anything but. Jamelle Wells is at the Court of Appeal in Sydney.
Well, today an appeals court ruled that this bitter dispute Gina Rinehart is having with three of her children over the family finances doesn't fall under what was called the Hope Downs deed. Now, that's a deed that Gina Rinehart says she signed with the children a few years ago, and she says that that meant any dispute they have over this multi-billion-dollar family trust would be settled in private arbitration or mediation. The judges threw that out today, and that now means that the matter is heard in open court.
Has there been any response from Gina Rinehart?
Well, for once, no. This very long-running case that's been going since last year usually provokes written statements and responses from Gina Rinehart and her children. They've been very nasty to and about each other in these statements, but today they're all very quiet. We haven't heard from any of them, and they're all represented in court by their legal teams, but they weren't present.
Of course, this doesn't mean that the case is over. What happens next?
Well, next, a hearing date will be set in the Supreme Court. A judge will be allocated to the case, and the hearing about the dispute will get underway. Lawyers for the children are hoping that that will happen in the next few months, but a date for that case hasn't yet been confirmed.
So what are the children seeking, Jamelle?
Well, they want Gina Rinehart removed as head of the trust because they allege that she changed the vesting date of the trust, that is, when they could access their money, and they allege that she put that date forward by 50 years without telling them, and that money would have made them very wealthy, wealthier than they are, and they say that she did that in secret, and by doing that in secret, she engaged in a wrongdoing. It was inappropriate conduct for someone in charge of a trust. So they hope to remove her as head of the trust, and they want to set up a new trust and to run it themselves. It also has wider ramifications because Gina Rinehart is on the board of several companies, so if she is found guilty of any wrongdoing, that could have an effect on that.
Jamelle Wells, thanks for joining us.